My name is Remains West, reaching you live and direct from the heart of Africa. If this is your first time watching me on this channel, you are highly welcome. This is the place where we separate the facts from the fiction, the science from the superstitions, and the concepts from the misconceptions about African spirituality. Today, I'll be talking about how to identify people with witchcraft spirits in Africa. Okay, we have this type of people, and they exist. I have talked about witchcraft, the phenomenon of witchcraft, origin of witchcraft, characteristics, and today I want to go into the subjects. I want to talk about how you can be able to spot them very easy. They are very easy people to spot. These are people that have a negative spirit inside them, people that have the spirit of destruction inside them, the spirit of wickedness inside them. These are people that what you say, they are abominable people. They are still people, actually. They are part of nature. Okay, there are different aspects of nature. I will say the extreme spectrum of nature. They exist with us: the good, evil, the good, the bad, the ugly. Everything is inside nature, and we have these people as well. They exist. The problem is that if there is too much of them, there is a big problem. And of course, if you have or you are living in an area where there's much of these people or their activities are uh, too much, is also a problem, because you'll be in danger of them attacking you. And we have these people in every family in Africa. They are everywhere in every part of the world. So how can we limit their activities or reduce their capacity? We cannot eliminate all of them, but we can be able to manage them. Okay, we can be able to do this successfully if we can identify them on time. Okay, so this is the essence of this video. But before then, I want us to do a little libation. And as you know, I just want us to call off a few names, because today is going to be a very interesting topic. So please get your whiskey. If you are there watching me any part of the world, get your whiskey, your wine. Today I have a very nice wine. This is a Serengeti wine from South Africa. It's a gift from the gods, and I want to use it for libation. Okay, I don't really know what to do with it, so I have it. I will use it for my libation. So please get your cognac or your ogogoro, agbo, jedi, akpeteshi, your whiskey, your bourbon, your gin, anything that you drink, anything that suits your ganja. Bring it at Fanta, lime, Linka, Coke, water, anything. Make we just call out some names quickly. And let me flex this my wine a little bit with you guys. Okay, so and get your bowl. If you don't get your libation bowl, you can also use your mouth as a libation bowl. And we do that all the time. Most people that like to go to beer parlor to claim that they are watching football, they don't watch football with dry lips. We're going there to go and meet with friends. You can also do your libation, get your whiskey, and whatever you have. So I'll be calling a shoe, open out of the way. A shoe, Hashay, give us the understanding, understanding of whatever we are going to be talking today. Open our eyes to the truth, and give us the spirit of sincerity and the spirit of boldness. Issue Ise, Oshun Ise, Oya Ise, Yemaya Ise. And what are we calling today? Orumila Ise, Obatala Ise, Aziza Ise, Ufuri Ise, Azaka Ise, Igbu Ise, Ohore Ise, Alaka Ise, Yakba Ise, Baramatu Ise. We're calling spirits of our land. You can also call spirits of your land. Okay, great spirits of Umololomo Ise, great spirits of Efruto Ise, great spirits of worry Ise. We call our Wafi people too. We call upon the guardians, the dwellers of our land, our ancestral lands, spirits that stand for truth, justice, righteousness, harmonious balance. We ask for them to continue to guide us, to continue to point us in the right direction, to lead us into the light of understanding, unity, love, prosperity, wherever we are in the world. We call upon our United African ancestors. We call upon people like Marcus Garvey, Martin Luther King, Michael Jackson, Bob Marley, Malcolm X, Dr. Sheikh Anta Diop, Harriet Tubman, Sister Francis, Fela Nicola Kokuti, Julius Nyerere, Dr. John Eric Clark, Amenhotep II, 1, 2, 3, 4, Ramesses 1, Ramesses 2, Ramesses the Great, we call upon Sekhmet, we call upon Olok Bushere, the Black Panther, we call upon great people that have stood and fought for the freedom and emancipation of African people all over the world. We call upon those ancestors that have died, that their names were not even mentioned. People that died fighting for freedom, Nigeria, Angola, Zimbabwe, South Africa, Congo, Sierra Leone, Liberia, all over the world. We call upon our brothers and sisters that died during the slave trade, the Arab slave trade, transatlantic slave trade. We ask that the blood of our ancestors to speak for us, people that died in Australia, America, Canada, all over the world, great spirits of Africa. We ask them to accept this liquid. We give them life so that they can continue to live forever, so that they can be able to have capacity to be active in this spirit world. We ask them not to rest, to continue to fight for us. Blood of our ancestors, speak for us. Blood of Moses, speak for us. Blood of Ominibu, speak for us. Blood of our ancient African ancestors, speak for us. We give you this drink. We give you life today as we remember you. We ask for your spirit and your lights of illumination to continue to guide and move us forward into the next stage of our spiritual evolution. Ashe. We ask this in the name of Amen-Ra, in the name of Olodumare, in the name of Ogun, in the name of Oshun, in the name of all the great spirits of Africa, in the name of Ampu, Jehuti, Asa, Aset, Heteru, Siagware. So now that this is out of the way, I'll put this one inside the head later on. Okay. So today, let's talk on this topic. And this is a very interesting topic today. How do we identify witches and wizards in our community, our family? It is very easy. This is a phenomenon of hereditary witchcraft. These are a group of people that have come together in the time past to decide to create like a club, a social club for themselves that they call coven. These covens are community or group of people that come together to practice at a very extreme form of African spirituality that is aimed towards the selfish aggrandizement of their wishes. In other words, these are people that come together to use their knowledge of spirituality, of African spirituality, to cause evil destructions or disruptions in the world. Okay, so we find these people in ancient Africa, in every African community. It is people that use their knowledge. When you use your knowledge of spirituality, instead of using it for the good of mankind or to bring peace and harmony in the world, you decide to use this knowledge to cause disharmony, to retard progress, to create evil, to cause destruction. That person is classified as a witch or a wizard in Africa. In Africa, our definition of a witch or a wizard is different from Western definition. Western definition, a good person can be a witch. When you go to the Western world, you will see white people coming out to claim they are witch, they are wizards. In Africa, if you say you are a witch, people will stone you to death because we know the evil and the connotation of that word. A witch in Africa is an evil person that uses spiritual knowledge to do evil. This is the kind of people we call witches and wizards in Africa. Okay, we don't see anything good about these people. That's why in African spirituality we don't use that term, because when the connotation connotes evil and it's for people that dedicate their life to be doing evil, wickedness. So over the years, these children of wickedness, they have been able to create societies for themselves called covens or cults, whereby they practice hereditary witchcraft. They pass on this their witchcraft knowledge from one generation to another, from the next generation to another. They initiate people. They initiate people that have the same mentality, orientation, and the same kind of spirits, in the same inclination with them. So they initiate these people to give the knowledge to them, so that this their tradition of hereditary witchcraft, of causing destruction, chaos, and doing a sort of manner of evil, will continue upon the surface of these heads. So we know these people, we call them witches in the night. From time to time, they are caught. After they have been doing so much evil, we come out sometimes to confess that they are witches, they are members of so and so coven, that they are responsible for so many evil things. Sometimes they confess, they die, people forgive them. Sometimes they are reprimanded. So we have this phenomenon in Africa, okay? In the ancient time, before the advent of the white man, Christianity, and this has always been a problem in Africa. And our African ancestors, they have been able to create measures in place to deal with this problem. Anytime these people are caught, most times after they confess, they are orchestrated from the community. Sometimes they are led to, when they die, they are not buried in the places in the cemetery with regular people. They are usually buried in a place they call evil forest. The essence of this evil forest is to trap the spirits of this kind of abominable people, so that when they are buried there, they cannot be able to reincarnate back into the community in the next life to come and be causing evil. So we have this prevalence of the evil forest in Africa. And if you come to a place like Nigeria, every village, we have a sacred forest or group that we have the evil forest. The evil forest is for burying these evil people, these evil souls, so that they cannot mix up freely. But I've talked about this a lot of times in some of my videos. But what you find out now, due to the change in mindset and the low understanding of spirituality, many of these evil forests have been demolished, and many of them, they have built church on them. During the inception of colonization, many of these places were destroyed by Christianity, and many of those evil spirits escaped, and they have reincarnated back on this earth. And now you have so many wicked souls running around the earth, especially these pastors. Almost all the pastors in Africa, they are all witches first. For you to be a pastor, you means that you have stopped using common sense. You have to be a witch. It's either you are a conscious witch or unconscious witch. For every single pastor, Christian pastor, is a witch and a wizard, because what they are actually doing is the active work of a witch and wizard of retarding progress in Africa, or spreading lies, spreading destruction, and killing their people. So all pastors are witches and wizards. This is the reason I don't entertain pastors. I don't make friends with them, because I know that they are evil people. They are doing the work of their father, the devil, of destroying the world. So pastors are witches and wizards. First of all, I will soon to that to go into details. So what you're going to find that in the ancient time, our people, they know about this spirit of witches, and they create the evil forest for them. Okay. Well, they know is that the evil will always manifest. Evil cannot be destroyed, but can be contained, because it is part of nature. Okay, nature is part of its evil. We have hurricanes, we have earthquakes, we have things that will happen in nature that we come and just kill people without for no reason. Nature is evil is part of nature, whether you like it or not. So we can only use our knowledge to protect ourselves against it. So this evil is manifested in human form from time to time. Okay, so how do we spot these evil people? So these people, they have been existing, and every community in Africa have been managing them. But during the inception of Christianity, due to the fact that Christianity is also a witchcraft religion that was designed to destroy Africa, when Christianity now came into Africa, it kind of aligned with the evil forces that were already here. Those witches that were hiding, that tradition used to expose, that were always hiding, our ancient deities were always catching them, exposing them. Christianity kind of gave a cover to the witches, because in Christianity, You don't really have to change. You just need to pretend. And if you claim you are a Christian, you don't need to be obligated to your land. You don't need to have any spiritual responsibility to your community anymore. When you accept Christianity, Christianity will tell you, first of all, everything about your culture is evil, is demonic, especially your ancestors, your deities, they are all demons, and you have to cut off from them. So a lot of witches, they love Christianity because Christianity absorbed them from being exposed to what would have been something that we affect them, we expose them. So Christians, the witches in the community societies, they were the first to accept Christianity when Christianity came to Africa, because with Christianity, they are absolved from their spiritual responsibility. They are protected. When you are a Christian, you don't need to go to shrine anymore. You don't need to make contact with any of these our African deities which can expose you. You don't need to help your brother anymore. You now become a soldier of Christ that is going to spread the word of the gospel, which involves you destroying all your ancestral shrines, destroying any kind of bands that will bring unity, that will bring transparency, and that will make the community strong. So the person will now become an agent of destruction to his own people. And witches love this very mission, which is what they were already doing underground before Christianity came. So a lot of witches in Africa, they moved straight into Christianity, and then from there they were doing their witchcraft. That is why you see that right now in Nigeria, all the one criteria for suspecting if somebody is a witch, they tend to be a good Christian, because they use the Christianity to cover their witchcraft spirits and their witchcraft mission. And as a Christian, they cannot be punished. They cannot be say they are guilty of any evil thing they are doing. They can dress up, they can go to church, they can read the Bible, they can sing, and they are not obligated to do anything to help their fellow man or their community. They are not obligated to do it. They are absorbed, and we tell you to go and pray to Jesus. So when we have things that are happening in the community, like trying to come together to do community projects, to do things that will help to unify, to work for the common good, or to even approach our government to ask for things that will be beneficial. Witches do not do this. Christians do not involve in all this. They will say that God has the ultimate power. They don't come outside to protest. They don't come outside to do anything to help themselves. They tell them in their Bible that this world is a temporary place. So when they die, they're going to go to heaven, enjoy in paradise with a God, and sing and dance. So this earth does not really matter to them. But the witches know that this is a lie. But due to the fact that they really want to destroy their own people and their own country, they help in peddling and promoting these lies, so that people will be disconnected from things that will help them to actually improve on their personal life. So what you find in Africa nowadays, a lot of witches, they are Christians, and many of them are pastors. How you know these people? They always claim to be very, very good. They always claim that they believe every single word in that Bible. They always try to make a show of their religion, always try to dress up, go to church, let everybody know that they are a Christian. They advertise this religion. And they just use it as a cover for their real nature. But when you go deep into these people, you discover that many of them, they are naturally wicked. They are not interested, and they do not do anything to help the community, to help themselves, to even help their family members. You find these witches in every family. In my family, I have some witches too. There are many in my family, okay? Because the Christian people, and these witches, they are very wicked ones too. These are the ones that go to church 5 times a week. These are people that claim to be educated. They went to everybody in my family went to university. But how come people go to university? They're still believing that one man called Noah was able to put all the animals in the world inside the ark. They're actually believing that there was a Tower of Babylon that they built all the way to heaven. They actually believe some kind of hocus pocus story that does not make sense. and these are educated people. It's not that they don't know that these stories does not make sense. They know, but they need a cover. If they expose, you remove the Christianity from them. Everybody will know that they are wicked people naturally, that these are people that are not interested in helping themselves. They're not interested in building the family. They're not interested in doing anything to move the country forward. But they use that Christianity that they are doing a great work of saving souls for their God. And they say that this work is more important than any other thing, than helping their common man, than building bridges of love and peace and harmony, than actually working to help to bring positive change in the environment. They believe that saving souls, preaching, going to church, sweeping church, giving money to pastor, praying, clapping, and dancing, and brainwashing as much people as possible is more important than building their country. This is the mentality. If it's not witchcraft, tell me what it is. The people that are controlling the world today, even the so-called white people that sold this Bible to us, do you see them preaching 24 hours of the day? Do you see them buying factories and converting factories to church? They're not asking people to pray for jobs. You see them always manufacturing stuff, always very practical in doing things. But you see African Christians, they are the opposites. African Christians are the only Christians that we go and buy land. Instead of going into agriculture, they are going to build massive churches, and they will be praying for a miracle to happen in their lands. This is witchcraft, okay? Anybody that goes to church all the time, that pretends to be a Christian, and as because they are a Christian, they are not responsible to doing any positive thing to change their family or their life or their land. That person is a witch and a wizard. Don't argue. There's no argument about that. That person is a witch, especially if the person is from Africa, especially if the person is from Nigeria. Now me, I talk am, okay? Because we have so many of these evil people here, and we cannot keep covering them. All the pastors in Nigeria, they are all witches and wizards. They are all enemies of Africa. They are enemies of their motherland. They are all liars. They are all pulpit bandits. They are all evil souls. These people are not to be treated as human beings, okay? So this is one way of identifying witches, because witches, their aim is to destroy people, as to spread ignorance and lies and superstitious belief. And the Bible is all about superstitious beliefs, okay? Not using your common sense. When you're encouraging people not to use common sense, what are you doing? You are deceiving them. You are making them stupid. And this is the work of witchcraft, to retard progress, okay? So there's nothing there. Actually, you're talking about people flying to one place to all. Yes, they fly to one place to all meeting. The same people that fly, the same people that you see in the church, is the same people that you see in the government house claiming to be politicians, your presidents, your governors, your local government chairmen. They are the spiritual wickedness in high places that we're talking about. The VIP wickedness. They are the ones that are going around with your bullion van, with your escorts, and cars, entourage. All these are the spiritual wickedness, okay? You see them, people that decide to use evil that they have turned good to evil, actively destroying their own people, selling their people hearts to slavery, to debt slavery. There's nothing more wicked than this. This is the highest form of witchcraft, okay? You're going to see these people in every part of Nigeria, okay? One funny thing is that some of these people now, they are now branching into African spirituality due to the awareness of African spirituality that is coming on. People trying to discover, dig up our history, talking about our ancient history, the things that white people are coming to hide, and how we can be able to teach our people. Now, some of these witch people now, they are not claiming that they are conscious, that they are not inside African spirituality, and some of them even want to be teaching African spirituality. You're going to find it's the same people here. the same Christian mentality. One way you can be able to identify these ones that are coming to African spirituality claiming to be us or claiming they are one of us. They come in, these witches and wizards will come here, try to study a little bit of African spirituality. Then the next thing they will say they are practitioners, and they want to start teaching people, or they want to be doing spells for people. What you got to discover is that these people, they are not interested in teaching things that will empower people. They are interested in spreading the same superstitious beliefs that Christianity spreads. Hocus pocus stories that does not make sense. Most of the time, the format of these people is that they claim that they have one secret power, that they are very powerful. They are a son or daughter of this deity. They are a child of the water. They're always claiming water kingdom because many of them are so stupid. They're always from the water. They are the goddess of this. They are a goddess. They are this. They are that. And they're promising you that they have power to change your life for the good. The person that has power to change your life for the good, if you look at this environment, is living in a very poor environment. You have supreme power. You're promising people power. The power you're promising, you cannot be able to change your life. Then when people come to meet you, say, okay, you teach them, you do one or two things, you have nothing to teach them. You're always telling them you want to give them power, you have power to do this, power to do that. African spirituality is not about that. It's about empowering other people, not to be claiming that you have power, that people should give you more money to empower you. It is not like that. Okay? If you are a practitioner of African spirituality, to avoid these people, focus on knowledge rather than power. This is a great secret that you can use. Very simple thing. Focus on acquiring knowledge about African spirituality rather than thinking of doing a spell, or somebody promised that they will do a spell for you that will make you an instant millionaire, an instant billionaire, or your life will change. That is a scam. And that person is probably a winch. Okay? This is how the winches operate. Winches are not about empowering people. They are totally against empowering anybody. The aim of winches and wizards is to enslave, not to empower. You can only enslave people when you deceive them. When you can deceive them, hoodwink them, then you tie them. When you can deceive them, you can manipulate and divert their destiny, and then you start snatching their glory, snatching their prosperity, snatching, taking wealth, their money, siphoning their money like a vampire. You only can do this by deceiving people. So this witchcraft spiritualists, this is what they do. They don't teach any knowledge. They don't have any knowledge to teach. They don't have any good thing. They're not interested in telling you anything that will uplift you. Many of them, they can see vision, or they have this evil stuff they do, spell that you can wash your eye, you can see into the life of people. They will tell you things that happened to you 2 days, 5 years ago, 20 years ago, even your childhood. They have spirits that they work with, evil spirits that can use to travel into your life. They will tell you things. You will think that they have power, but they cannot solve any problem. At the end of the day, your thousands of dollars will still disappear. This is how they used to scam a lot of people in America. So please, if you want to avoid these people, don't go chasing after power or after vision. Focus on knowledge. Tell the person you want to learn African spirituality, you want knowledge, you don't need vision. Anybody can do something to tell you what happened in your childhood. You will think he has power. Okay, this is very common spell. A lot of pastors do this all the time in Nigeria. They will say, they see where he can see, he can help me because he can see. Not everybody that have vision are interested in helping you. Okay, if you really want power, focus on knowledge. Focus on knowledge. People that can teach you the knowledge. When this knowledge comes into you, if that starts transforming you, then we give you access to that power you have inside you. If you keep asking for power from somebody, you will never build or discover the one inside you. Real African spirituality is supposed to give you the knowledge to activate the power you're carrying, not to be tapping from somebody else. Are you getting it? So when you see these people, they come with their visions, with their dramatism, everything they are doing, but they are not interested in helping you in a way that will empower you, just know that now wish you they deal with so. There are these witchcraft coven that serve to in Africa. Once you initiated, you can no longer help. One thing they're going to tell you is that anything you learn here, you cannot use it to help anybody. Okay, if you're going to use it to help anybody, if they catch you, they're going to kill you, they will penalize you. So you join the witchcraft coven, you want power, you have the power, you cannot still do anything good with it. What is the benefit? You join coven to have power, you get inside and slave free. Inside the coven, you are not free. What is the point of joining that kind of society? Okay, we have this kind of things. You can only use it to do evil, to deceive people, enslave your fellow men. What kind of power is that? That is the only way you can be able to make progress in life. And you see a lot of evil pastors in Nigeria enslaving thousands and millions of people. This is their own wealth. Evil spirit making money from deceiving people. This is witchcraft of the highest order. Of all the witches in Nigeria, the worst are in a bad person, and you that have been helping them all your life, they'll not start castigating you so that when people hear the kind of bad things about you, they will not want to help you anymore, and then you will suffer. This is a standard modus operandi of witches, that the way they operate in Nigeria. You're going to find these people in your family. Some of them can be your mother, your brothers, people you grew up with, but you will not know that they have this witchcraft spirit in them until they have almost killed you. And they're always going to church, always praying in the morning, praying in the night, praying. But all this they're praying to Master Jesus, you will be surprised that you are the one still giving them money. Jesus Christ is doing nothing for them. He's doing nothing. They still go around begging people. They're just draining your energy, draining you, using Jesus Christ to pretend, sucking your strength, your finances. So the sooner you know these people, once you identify them, don't feel sorry for them. Kick them out of your life. You will find out that and they will not die. They will find another victim. They are just a vampire. They will find another victim and they will start sucking from that victim too. This is the way that these people behave. Anybody that is always appealing to your emotion rather than your sense of reason, that person is another witch too. You should know this, okay? Witches, they are not interested in using their brain. There was one that I used to have a friend. This person was always full-grown person, have answered land, always asking for stuff, and claimed to be. I asked the person, I said, come, your talents, are you not using it for anything? Your hands, your legs, what are you here in this life? You know they use them. Now let's church you they go. Try to do something to help yourself. The person has refused, but he just want to turn me into a pipeline. I have to chase the person away. I didn't want to just waste time. This person will kill me. He will finish me. Which kind of thing is it? So one thing, identifying yourself from the beginning that there are certain things that you don't do and you cannot tolerate. When they see that you're very hard for them to crack, they will say you are a bad person. They will start spoiling your name. But this is the way most witches they operate in Africa. They always want to appeal to your emotion. Don't allow anybody to use emotional blackmail against you. As an adult, you may be from the same family, brother and sister. You don't owe anybody anything. If anybody say instead of them improving their life, they are going to church 24 hours every day to build the business empire of somebody else, that the way for them to succeed is to go and carry all their money to be giving pastors, sleeping in church, sweeping, cleaning, using themselves to promote religion. At the end of the day, they will fall back to you. to come and you that is not a Christian, to come and give them money to supplement their life. That person is just draining you financially and spiritually. That person is a winch. And for you to be free, you need to cut that connection. You will find out that the day you stop giving that person assistance, you become the enemy of that person. He will not remember anything. You're going to be telling people that you are how bad you are. This is the way winches they work in Africa. It is common sense thing. The average African winch does not do anything to improve themselves. They don't do anything to develop themselves. They don't attempt to use, they don't even want to think. They know all these things, so, but they just pretend to hide under the religion, hide under the cocoon. But a day is coming whereby many of these people, they will be exposed. Okay? As we are talking about the issue, we are exposing them. We are exposing them. They say problem shared is half solved. What I'm talking about is today. Sister introduced a video to me 2 days ago about one a spiritualist in Ghana that scammed some of our sisters. Immediately I saw the video, I just knew that this man is a winch. I don't even know. This man is a winch, claiming to be African spiritualist, coming there practicing nonsense, asking people to send money to him, that he has one power, that he can be able to transfer their life. This is a scam. If you want to learn African spirituality, focus on knowledge. If you're running after power, you will be scammed. You will meet this kind of people. You're going to meet them. They are everywhere, all over the internet, all over the YouTube, claiming they have power to do this. They don't have any knowledge they offer. Ask them to explain things they cannot explain. What do they don't have? The next thing they'll be threatening you that their God is the ultimate power. Your God is the ultimate power, but there's no light in your village. Hungry, they catch you. You cannot even eat properly. You're living in a very dirty environment. Everything is going bad for you. You cannot even manifest a good car, cannot manifest a house. All you're asking, if you really, God is manifest, you don't need to be asking money for people. You don't need to be asking money for people. Are you doing business of investment, asking people to come and invest in your business, or are you teaching African spirituality? We need to be talking about all these things. Some people have turned African spirituality into a business venture. It's like a kind of a, how will I say, a tradomedical university. It's not even a university. You come here, you pay money for initiation, you get nothing in return but a piece of paper and humiliating rituals. What sort of nonsense is all this? When are we going to wake up? Where are we going to? This is because so many witches and wizards have infiltrated African spirituality, and then they are just running around, running amok. So when you come across these people, you see that the person is not actually pushing at any standard knowledge. He's not claiming of power, one deity here can do this. The deity, why cannot he rescue Africa from slavery? Tell him to tell that deity, go and kill the enemies of Africa. That your deity that can kill anybody at any time. Let that deity go and kill the people that in IMF that is putting us in debt. If the deity cannot kill them, then the deity is not all powerful. Not all powerful. Look at the war in Congo. Look at the war in Sudan. That's your most powerful deity that you are claiming to be a smoking gun. Send that deity to go and stop the war in Sudan. Send that deity to Congo. You cannot do that, but you're looking for people to come and donate to you, where they will not see their money anymore. All these are the people we're talking about. So please, don't focus on looking for power, okay? Look for knowledge and avoid all these scallywags. The same thing, you're going to come to Christianity. All the pastor will tell you, Jesus have all power, Jesus this, Jesus that, Jesus that. At the end of the day, your bank account is dry. Abracadabra, the more you look, the less you see. Doing all sort of fake miracles, staging fake healing, raising of the dead. Also, sometimes I look at this and I say, do we really need to blame these pastors? It is the people that actually believe in them that are the problem. You see somebody telling you all sort of nonsense. If you really have power to heal the sick, to raise people from the dead, there are so many hospitals all over the world we can take you to. Look at Nigeria. One stupid pastor just came out one day that he has raised 50 people from the dead in the last 1 year. You raise 50 people from the dead. We have superstars that are dying every day. You cannot even raise one person that everybody know. All the people you're raising from the dead, nobody know them. And yet people will still dress up, spray perfume, and be going to the church every Sunday. Sometimes you wonder, are people really so stupid? Or is there a kind of a spell that so-called men of dogs are doing to enslave African minds. There are some funny things that are just happening. If you listen to some of these shit that comes out of the minds of these so-called Nigerian men of dogs, you'll be shocked. Somebody will wake up telling people that he's drinking tea with God. You're drinking tea with God, but people are dying of hunger every day in your country. You're drinking tea with God, but your first son died. You cannot raise him from the dead, but you have power to raise people from the dead. You're drinking tea with God, but your country does not have lights. Your country is a shithole, and you're drinking tea with God. And yet people will still dress up, go and listen to this person every Sunday. Sometimes you will say, if some people are deserve, they really deserve to be scammed. Okay, you wonder if they have, what kind of brain that they have. We have so many stupid people in Africa. I don't know how this happened. I don't know what is responsible for this. And but it will be well. Another thing you need to know about these witches and wizards, how to identify them. Most of them carry the spirit of envy, jealousy, and tell lies. I have said this thing many times. Anybody that lies too much is a witch. Witches lie all the time. Anybody that have evil spirit lie. Any evil person is a liar. So you see all these pastors in Nigeria, all of them are possessed by serious evil spirits, because their work is to lie for a living. You wake up in the morning, you dress up, you carry that slave manual, then you lie to people. I wonder how these people sleep at night. They are not humans. Their work is to lie, and they have jealousy, they have envy. You will have these people in your family, the ones I have. You have everything. You have money. Somebody have his own money. You have this. The person have the same. You will still be envious and jealous of somebody, and you have your own. It's not that you don't even have. You have your own, but you don't want somebody to have their own. If this is not wickedness, what is this? People coming out, their whole work. You have money. You have wealth, but you're still interested in stealing from other people. Not that you don't have. You say this is a Robin Hood situation. You have. Why are you still stealing other people's wealth? If this is not wickedness, what is this? We have these pastors, we have these politicians everywhere in Nigeria, everywhere in Africa. How will Africa grow? Africa is like this because we fail to identify these people, and we fail to tackle them. So these are the way you know these people. This is very easy to know. When you see them, the way by their fruits you shall know them. The way they behave, the way they talk, the way they do, their character, you just know that these people, they be winch. Okay? You don't need oracle to say. By their character, you know them. We have so many people like this in Africa. We have them too in the Western world. When you come, you see people like NATO, American government, NATO, you see an American president, French president, the Israel, people that are stealing people's land. All these are the same witchcraft people we're talking about. They are not hard. You see them every day. You see the evil people every day. You come out in the life. But the thing is that most of us do not pay attention. Okay? As a spiritual person, you need to be conscious. Consciousness will make you see these people for what they really are. When you see them, you listen to what the person... Most times, the people, they don't hide it. You see it in their action. You talk one thing, but you are doing another thing. You say something, you're doing something else. Truth does not come out of your mouth. You're always lying all the time. Always envious, always stealing, deceiving people. All these are the witchcraft spirits. Okay? It's very easy to know. And if you are from Africa, it's high time you start seeing these kind of things, withdrawing and knowing how to work to protect yourself from this kind of people. Okay? For us in Africa, we need to be spreading good orientation, because these people spread lies, brainwash people with their Bible and the educational system. You must find a way to be able to be teaching or be promoting what is wrong and pointing at these ills in the society, exposing the ills, and trying to shape a right direction, positive direction for the youths, so that they will not be deceived. If you bring awareness of this, their characterization and behavior to the general public, people will know them. And when people know them, their power and influence is limited. But if they are still pretending, hiding under the banner of religion, they will do a lot of damage. Okay? So what Africa really needs is real education. What African spirituality needs is knowledge, the spread of knowledge rather than the spread of superstition. So these witchcraft people coming to African spirituality, you need to, the only thing you can be able to withstand them is by the knowledge of truth, using knowledge to destroy their superstitious belief, using knowledge to expose them. Somebody like me, now immediately I see this kind of people, I can identify them very easily because I am well vested. I have good knowledge of African spirituality. It's easy for me to know them, identify them, and expose them. But if you're just a new person, you believe that African spirituality is all about hocus pocus, it's all about magic bullet, it's all about ritual sacrifice, blood money, you will fall for this kind of people. It's all about one ultimate power to do one thing or one thing. You will fall for these people easily. Okay? So my advice to you guys is focus on getting knowledge. We have a lot of knowledge in African spirituality. The knowledge we have here is bigger, stronger than all of us in the world. If you want to learn African spirituality, once again, this is the place you need to be. So these are some ways you can use to identify this kind of people. These are people that carry the spirit of wickedness, jealousy, envy, lies. Many of them are always backbiters, double crossers, and they never seem to support anything good. They will not support you for anything good. They will not support their country for anything good. They are always against their country, encouraging stupidity, hooliganism, any kind of bad behavior. They're always encouraging it. Spreading of lies, enslaving people. This is all about these witches and wizards. So the sooner you know this kind of things, you know peace. Okay. So this is what I have to say on this topic today. I would like to know your opinion on it too. It's a common sense thing. It is there to see. We as spiritualists, we need to focus on knowledge and we need to take a responsibility of teaching our people the truth. Any platform you have, you're using Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, anyone, try to be teaching people the truth. Expose these people because many of them, they're shocking people with these lies. You will see the fake spiritualists there, the witches there. You're going to see these witchcraft pastors there spreading their propaganda. You too, you need to be doing your own thing so that there will not be just one narrative out there for everybody to see. We need to be conscious and active. Spirituality is a very active thing to do. We must put ourselves out there, sometimes put ourselves on the line to spread knowledge, educate our people, enlighten our people, and expose these evil people that are claiming to be us, that are claiming to be teaching African spirituality, whereas they are perpetrating witchcraft and wickedness. It is not everybody that is claiming to practice African spirituality that is a friend. Over the years, we have had many people that will come, these witches, when they see you, they want to attach themselves to you, that they are practicing the same thing, they are witches. If you attach due to out of loneliness, you bring them close, the next thing they will start attacking you. I have faced this kind of attacks before. That's why I always push people away from me. You say you just see me, you want to be my friend. No, you cannot be my friend because you practice African spirituality. I have to test you first. There are many times people will come to me, they just see my number, add me, that they will just load full scar paper of problem on this text message that they send to me. Once I just see that message, I just block you. How can you see me the first day, you're packing all your life problem to put on my head? Do I look like I am designed to carry people's problem on my head? Did I tell you that I am a teacher? Yeah. I will teach you how to solve your own problem. I can only assist you in certain ways. You cannot just see somebody that you just packing all your problem and send it to the person, like labeling all your problems to me. I don't accept that, okay? I am not a swench to be soaking other people's problem. Don't make yourself a swench because you're going to see many wenches. They like to do this thing. When you open yourself that you're teaching, you're helping people, the next thing you see these evil people coming to bring problems to come and attach themselves to you, that they start destroying your life. Don't ever accept. That's why I block people from making contact with me. A lot of time I block people. Before you even contact me, so if you have to pay consultation fee. Many witches will not pay this because they are not interested in helping you to do anything to improve your life. They just want to suck from you. So when you protect yourself like this, you will have peace of mind. A lot of them cannot break that barrier. Then when people come in, you tell them, what do you want to learn here? I'm not focused on this hocus pocus thing. This is practical knowledge. Are you willing to learn? Are you willing to sacrifice to pay that ultimate goal of putting this knowledge inside you? Most of them are not also ready. They just want to claim look of what they can be able to get from how to benefit out from African spirituality without adding nothing to it. This is witchcraft spirit too. How to steal. Many times a lot of fake pastors have contacted me that they want power to see vision. They want power to get followers. These are the witches and wizards we're talking about. Many of them, they do this kind of things. So they will come, you will come across them. Then you see a lot of fake spiritualists wanting to be your friend, hang out. Then the next thing, they come to look for things that they can use against you. There was one case of a certain one of them befriended one of my friends, and he thought that he was helping this guy, gave him keys to his shop. The next thing, this guy sold the equipment in his shop. Not only that, he went to go and perpetrate a crime in the name of this person. All in the name that you're helping a brother practicing African spirituality. You don't know that you go and bring a winch to be in your to be in your house. So you have to be careful about not all of us that claim to practice actually are doing the things. Some of them are witches and wizards coming under the banner of African spirituality. You have to protect yourself, protect your sanity, protect your practice. Not all of us are the same. This is what I'm trying to say. So you're going to find this kind of people. Study them, check their character. If they are all about taking, they are all about selfishness, they are all about emotional blackmail, chase these people from your life, okay? As an adult, if you really want to practice, that thing, you really have a talent, the ancestors will help you. They will help you to a point before. You will need to add value, find a way of bringing value to the life of people. Okay, if you don't bring value to the life of people, you will not have money. Okay, this is just the simple truth. So you need to find a way to bring value to the life of people rather than taking mentality. This is the best way to be able to become successful and prosperous in this world. So these witches and wizard people, they are a major problem. Okay, when you discover these religious people, be very careful of them. They are mostly witches. People that want to appeal to your emotions rather than reason, they are mostly witches. People that are always telling lies, they're always supporting lies, they are always jealous, they are always envious, they are mostly witches. People that will tell you to be putting life on faith, and God go help us, God go do am, and we should think on God, we should not worry, God go punish. Anybody where they call God suspect, now we should deal with. People that drop their common sense, telling you to live on faith. Now then be this. People that always backbiting, double crossing, and never supporting anything good. Now then be this, okay? It is easy to know. They live with us, they are our family and friends. Some of us will marry them. Okay? So this is what I have to say today. Questions or comments are welcome. And please like and share this video as usual. Subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, close the subscribe button. And of course, if you want to learn African spirituality, this is the right place you need to be, okay? On this channel, it's all about empowering people. It's all about enlightening people. So you will learn a lot of things by subscribing. Share this channel. If you don't have time to be watching video, I put a lot of write-ups on this. You will read a lot of things. That's why I always post articles so that you can be reading stuff to know about African spirituality, that you will know that African spirituality is not superstitious belief. All those people that want to tie your brain into superstition, all these traditionalists, many of them are witches and wizards. They don't have anything to teach, and they don't want to learn, and they don't want to tell the truth to people. They only tell you they have one supreme power. Supreme power, they are still suffering. Supreme power, you don't have a good car, you don't even have a good phone. You cannot even show, oh God, it's too gross. Don't believe all these stupid people, okay? Focus on the knowledge. When you start digging into the knowledge, you start reading, going over things, going over scrolls, in no time you find out that your life will just automatically be transforming. You don't need to even do any ritual. You will just be changing. You will have this change. When you get to a certain point, you will start seeing the deities automatically. It happens like this. So you have to do a lot of reading. You read articles, you listen to talk like this. You read books. You read books. I will still come to my book. If you want to learn, I have these two books. Quantum physics. You want to know about quantum physics? Quantum physics is the most powerful physics we have in the world right now. This is the physics that talk about the smallest indivisible particle of nature, the quantum realm. After the quantum realm, you are going to the plasma realm. This is the spirit world. So this is the science that Western people use to study the spirit world. Okay, so quantum physics and African spirituality is the same thing. If you want to know about this so-called spirit world that everybody is talking about, this is the foundation. You need to start from here. Okay, this is a very simple book, easy to understand. Quantum physics is one of the most difficult subjects in the world, but I have made it easy in this book. Okay, it's very easy. This is the first book written on quantum physics in the history of Nigeria. Go and check the whole history of Nigeria. No Nigerian author have written any book on quantum physics. I am the first person to write this book. And I wrote this book because of my knowledge of African spirituality. Okay, I don't believe in hocus pocus. Okay, I don't believe in superstitious belief. I believe in face-to-face, practical spirituality. So if you want to know something, if you say you have half a brain, or you a Christian person, you always blasting African spirituality, you don't know anything about African spirituality, you want to know, this now where you need to start from. Okay, this book will help you, it will empower you, it will liberate you, it will separate you from the rest of those people, those witches and wizards. They will not tell you what is in this book, because if you know what is in this book, you will expose them. And why witches are able to operate is because they operate in secrecy, they operate in silence, people don't know them. So they can be able to give this air that they are powerful. They are not powerful people. They are just a group of very weak people that have some knowledge of African spirituality. They hide it, and they use it to manipulate people that don't know any knowledge. So once you know knowledge, they cannot manipulate you. So these witch people, they are not interested in teaching you. But me, I will teach you, because I practice authentic African spirituality. So get this book. It is just $50. It's not expensive. But ignorance is much more expensive. Now, what you don't know, now your mates they pass you. Then if you really want to do some spells, you want to do some damage, this book will help you. This book, there are lots of herbs. Herbs, I put their botanical names inside. So any part of the world you're in, you can trace the herb easily with the botanical name. You can be able to get them. It will help you in the area of health, wealth. You want long life, you want different things, prosperity, happiness, wealth. Everything is here in this book. This book is just $100. Walking in the shadow of the gods. You will have this knowledge. It's better to be a warrior in a garden than to be a gardener in a war. The book, they need to price them, okay? Don't come and be pricing, especially my people from Nigeria, and not they do that kind of thing. If you not get the money, go gather them. Not come beg me, come the same, come. I need to do brother for this one, okay? So arrange yourself, empower yourself, liberate yourself, so that you can liberate your people. You not go feel the suffer that you say you want to help people. When you don't know this thing, then help other people. Empower yourself. Life is like this, okay? There will sacrifice, you need to learn something. So that's all the thing be. So I hope that you can be able to see reason with me. They say now win hand, wash hand, I both hand, they clean. So this is what I have to say today. Common sense, not common. Okay, so these people, we see them every day. These witches, they are our brothers, our sisters. They are in government. We see them, we do nothing about them. We don't talk, we don't expose them. I don't know what is many of us are waiting to do. So we need to know them. A problem shared is half solved, so we can be able to fight these people and chase them out of our government places and places of power, so that we can help our people to grow. So apart from that, I thank you very much for those people that have been watching this channel, supporting me, and I'm very, very grateful. And those people have been patronizing me too. I'm very delighted. Once again, if you want to still do your spell work, your X's, packs, all 9 years, oracle tarot readings, I do all those things. You want to buy your spiritual oils, herbs, I dey sell them before you go another place. Make you first ask me whether I get them. All this is part of supporting me too to grow. Okay, support your neighbor, support your friend. Then also too, a beautiful sister have designed a website called Afro Needs. If you have a business, you are a black person from any part of the world, you can go to the website called afroneeds.com. Register your business there. In case any African person want to patronize your business, they can go there. They will see the listing. Maybe they are in your country, in America, in Dominican Republic, in Africa. They want to patronize a conscious black business. They can be able to see your listing there, and they can contact you for your service so that our economy can grow. It's a very good website. It was done by one of our African sisters in Europe. Afroneed.com. Register your business there so that we can be able to link up, empower ourselves, and grow together. Okay, so please go there now and check it out. The name is under this video. afroneat.com. It's a good thing to do. So apart from that, I wish you a very wonderful day, and I'll be seeing you in the subsequent videos as usual. So take care and bye. Peace.